After the war, Cyril returned to Birmingham and with some help from his father, Charlie, began to do business. Cyril met his first wife, Vivian. Her two brothers had material and fabric connections in the Middle East, and with this advantage at a time when England had few consumer products or materials, Cyril moved to Blackpool and worked from dawn until dusk, supplying Blackpool's hotels and B&Bs with cotton sheets, pillow slips, towels and drapery. Cyril built his business, winning hotel contracts, and at one time had 8 retail shops across Lancashire. As Cyril became successful, he was proud to become a Mason and did many works of charity for the local community and further afield. He successfully developed property building, a block of flats and other property ventures. He also shared a close friendship with his cousin Sidney Levine, who by then owned the Lemon Tree Casino in Blackpool, which had restaurants, bars and disco. Sidney asked Cyril for his advice and help in creating a fine wine cellar at the Lemon Tree. Cyril's first wife bore him 2 children, Daryl and Andy. Vivian died in the early 40s of cancer. I got on very well with Cyril's son Daryl, who was gently managed and a very popular, lovely man. Daryl lived in London and was a property developer. Tragically, at a time when he was just about to become very successful, he was run down over in Hampstead and died a few hours later of internal injuries. At this time we were in Boca Raton and I received a horrific telephone call while Cyril was on the golf course. I had to break the news to Cyril. We were devastated. Cyril's daughter I introduced to a dentist. Magic happened, they got married, and thereafter making Cyril a grandfather, and they had 3 boys and 1 girl. Cyril's mother Hetty and I got on extremely well. She was a dear old lady, and we'd often spend time with her talking of the past, her life and Charlie. She died at age 99 and amazingly was still living off old Charlie Fisher's savings. Sid Levine sold his casino in the late 70s and had retired to Miami. Cyril and I would visit. We had had a holiday home in Mallorca. We had travelled extensively, and now Cyril was thinking of buying a holiday home in Florida. After many years of working long and hard, Cyril chose to retire at 63. We moved south and bought a lovely home outside of Brighton in Rottingdean. But I hankered to move closer to London to be near my twin sister Frida. So we sold up and moved to Teddington, our back garden being on the River Thames. We used to spend the summers in Teddington. After looking at many homes in Florida, we chose to buy in Boca Raton, where we spent English winters. Eventually, in the mid-90s, we sold up in England and moved full-time to Boca Raton. Cyril's love of golf, cruises, dancing, the occasional drink and visits to the casino kept him young and healthy. Always dapper, immaculately groomed, the finest dressed man on the golf course, Cyril had always taken great pride in his appearance. Then totally out of the blue, horror-struck, a simple gallbladder operation with utterly dreadful aftercare, a week before we to go on yet another Caribbean cruise in 2003, culminating terminated in Cyril's death, aged 86.